Alright. Okie dokie. Haven't done one of these in a while, huh? It is the what is today? Today is August 6th, 2013, which means that I've just taken my 6th shot on the 4th, August 4th, Sunday. So I've been on T a little bit more than a month right now. Physical changes. My skin is definitely different. You can't see it very well on this camera, but a beard is starting to grow in right here. This is growing in quicker and thicker. Body hair is definitely a lot more. A lot more. Um, Downstairs is expanding, is how we're gonna say that. And I smell different. That's the main one I've noticed is I mean, you can't really smell yourself all that well, but when I go to the gym, um, when I sweat, it's a lot muskier. And Liz has made a couple of comments about, oh, you smell different. My face is still kind of oily. I've been washing it more often. Wow, I really need a haircut. I should have worn the hat for this one. I'm trying to think if anything else has changed, and I don't think so. They say most of your physical changes aren't really super noticeable until 2 months, but I mean, I've always had this, and I mean, so I'm not surprised it's happening a little bit before that. We'll see as far as voice goes if it starts getting a little bit deeper. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Alright, so that's the updates for today, and we're going to talk about binding again. I know I mentioned it mostly with the gym and stuff before. We're going to talk a little bit more. So, when somebody identifies as genderqueer or FTM or whatever spectrum you want to throw yourself on, there's something called passing. And what passing is if you're an FTM, yeah, it's how well you can pass as a male in public. So if you pass, then if I pass, then people assume I'm male when they see me, when they talk to me, when they interact with me, they assume I'm male. That means I'm passing. So there's passing and not passing. Well, everybody chooses different things for their transition. Many people wear a chest binder, and mine's right over there. I'll get that in a second. And what a chest binder is it's a specific device that's meant to compress your chest and make it look more masculine. Um, there, there's a difference between wearing a chest compressor and wearing a binder. Those are two different things. So we're going to start at the beginning. For binding methods, the first thing you can do is layers. It's a lot harder in the summer, obviously, but some people who have smaller chests actually do not need to wear a binder or chest compressor. They can just use layers, and it's usually recommended that if you're going to do layers, the outside layers obviously supposed to be looser, like a button-down shirt. Those are basically the A+ thing you're going to want is a button-down shirt. It helps with everything, hips, chest, waist, everything. Second thing is sports bras. As I said before, I do not recommend wearing more than one sports bra. And you're gonna want there's specific sports bras that have higher compression and so on and so forth. I personally never use them. I use one for the gym, but other than that, I don't use a sports bra. I've never had big chest, so it's never been a problem for me. The next is going to be like back support, abdominal trimmers, that same stuff they make out of wetsuits. They actually make for athletic braces, but when you use that kind of stuff, uh, it's not a breathable fabric. When you think of a wetsuit, you don't think of something that's easily breathable, so it can cause some really bad irritation from what I've seen, so I don't usually recommend that. There are compression shirts. Now, what compression shirts are is they're very, very tight material, usually like spandex or a similar material to that, and what they're used for is athletics. So if you're in a high intensity sort of sport, um, it's supposed to help with the moisture of your body and muscle recovery and things like that. And those are shirts like Under Armour shirts. That's an athletic compression shirt. There's also a website called Sweat It Out that makes compression shirts. Um, Under Armour's the really big one. The issue that I have is that if you buy an Under Armour shirt, you're gonna be spending $25, to get the good ones, at least the ones that are gonna work. And that's just a compression shirt. It's meant for athletic wear, sure, but it's and if you're gonna get one of those, you want the heat compression gear because you're gonna be sweating a lot with it on. The problem with that is that if you have a bigger chest, when I say a bigger chest, I mean bigger than I guess a B cup. That's not gonna help. You're still gonna have It's still going to be there. It's not going to get rid of it. Um, so what I usually recommend are chest binders. And what chest binders are um, is that it's usually they're made specifically for FTM communities. If not, there is a body condition. I can never say it right, but there's a condition where it's like something something something. I can probably spell it out for you, but it's a condition where men have enlarged breast tissues, and there's actually shirts that they wear. Um, as far as chest binders goes, there's a couple of huge ones. First one's called Underworks, and that website I'll put in the comments, but it's ftm.underworks.com. Huge site, one of the big ballers out there. I personally don't like Underworks. I don't like the way their binders fit and how constricting they are, but a lot of people I know, especially with bigger chests, swear by Underworks. It's Another one is gonna be it's called the Tool Shed, and that's toolshedtoys.com. You can imagine what else they sell on there, but they sell underwork style things, and other things like that. And the Tool Shed is 100% trans friendly. They're big on trans friendliness, and you can actually buy some of the Underworks things at the Tool Shed. Another one is Morris Designs. I've never used them myself, uh, and there's another one that's like Novella. So Morris is morrisdesigns.com. Novella's novellicinc.com. I'm gonna put all these links in the bottom there. Those are trans friendly sites, but not necessarily exclusively trans sites. There are adult sites, like Toolshed's an adult site, but it's not a trans site. There are sites that are specifically for FTMs. Most of them are overseas, so that's one of the big things when you order a binder is you have to be patient because you might not be able to get it right. There's T Kingdom, the Double T, and Esha, and there's one called Peacock Peacock Products. So binders range anywhere from $25 to well over 100, and that's including shipping. They're not cheap, and there's a lot of issues with binders, especially where you get them from. Now, a lot of binders, number one, you never sleep in a binder. Ever. You never sleep in a binder. Binders are compression chest. It makes your heart work harder. It can be very dangerous to sleep in a binder. Just there's so much damage that can be done, and that's why you never ace bandage for the same reason. You can severely hurt, if not kill yourself by doing that. So as far as binders go, I was gonna grab mine. It needs to be washed, but the one I use is from a website called peacockproducts.com. And what it does is that it looks like a undershirt or tank top. You have the, let me grab one second. Alright. Oh, look, the ceiling. There we go. Alright. So, like I said, mine really needs to be washed. I'm going to turn it inside out right here. And I really need a new one, actually, because I wear through them so thin. But this is it inside out. This is what a binder looks like. Obviously, this is a black one. They come in multiple colors. But it's just a layer of chest compression. And it velcros right here on the side. Obviously, that can dig in and leave a rash, etc., etc. You have to be careful with that. But on the outside, it just looks like a shirt, just like an undershirt. That's what I like about it. It's also relatively inexpensive. It's under $40 for my binder, which I appreciate because I don't have a lot of money to spend. The only problem I have with these products is that you can see on the side here, I rip through them literally. There's a hole there, right there. There's a hole, and I have to order new ones. I've had this one for almost a year, so um, what I like about these binders is that I can take deep breaths in them. I don't have any trouble bending over. I don't have shortness of breath. I can sing in it. I can talk really loudly. I can yell. Running does make me a little bit winded, but I see a lot of people who post reviews, and they can't bend over, and it's uncomfortable, and it's giving them back problems. It's doing this, this, and this, and this. So it's a very unstable market out there. It's very much you have to try and find what works the best for you. And some people can't afford binders, and there's also websites for that. So in the bottom here, I'm going to put in all the websites I just mentioned. I'm going to put in a message board for where people actually rate and review and post pictures of binders. And I was going to post something else. What else was I going to post? I was going to post a website that's a used binder program, one of many out there where if you have extra binders or if you need a binder, people can kind of help you get into that. It's not perfect, of course, but there's resources out there. You don't have to ace bandage. You don't have to wear 4 sports bras. You don't have to physically harm yourself because you feel like you're not good. You feel like your body isn't matching up. You feel like you want to rip your skin off. Whatever it is, there are resources out there. So I hope this has been educational, if nothing else. And I'm gonna sign off for now, and we'll play some Xbox. So any questions, as always, let me know, and I'll try to post another video within a week or so. We'll see what's going on here. But you guys stay safe. This is the longest fuck video, and I apologize for that. Peace.